I'm happy to see you as this person who is like trying to promote ideas and do different things. And I think it's very brave as well. Yeah. So I think it's very courageous for you to do this stuff. And this is a very good habit to have. Okay. You said it creates this pressure and it creates this thing. The question you have to ask yourself is that, are you reluctant to do it because of the fear around it and all of that kind of stuff? Or is it that it's a bad idea? Because if it's a bad idea, now that you've thought it through, you don't think it's a good idea, like, then, you know, you could just say, yeah, I was thinking about this. Maybe it's not right for us right now. And I'll just do that. Right. But you got to think, if someone else was doing it, like, would it still be a good idea? If the answer is yes, and it's the fear that's playing with you or the pressure, then you need to realize that pressure is a good thing. And pressure can be a very good thing, right? Of course, it can be a bad thing as well. But pressure is the thing that creates diamonds. This is the way we actually grow as human beings, that we end up in these situations where we're in pressure and then we act a certain way and then we actually become better versions of ourselves. So if it is a good idea and you do believe it's a good idea, but you have anxieties and fears and pressures around it, then I would still say we should do it. And I would try and do it if I could, right? And I believe that you have the capability and you have the initiative and you're pragmatic enough to do this. So I really believe that you're capable of doing this very well. Okay. And sometimes what happens with pressure is it makes you do it even better. Like if there was no pressure, then people would just do things in a very like low standard way. Pressure makes you go, oh my God, I better do this properly. I'm the one that suggested the idea. I'm the one doing it, all this stuff. So I think you should make a decision with yourself and go, right, this is good. I should do it. Or you should go, no, it's not a good idea, and therefore we're just not going to do it. So sometimes this happens to me. Like someone says to me, "Can you do this?" Like a speech or something like this, and there's a part of me that doesn't want to do it. I just say yes, because then I know I'll do it if I say yes. I'm like, yes, I'll do it, and then I'm like, I feel pressure, and I feel like, oh man, why did I do this? But it does actually push me, and then after I've done it, I'm like really grateful, alhamdulillah, that I did it. You know, so it's good. One thing I want to say is that, you know, like I remember as a kid being at a wedding. Or being at weddings. And at weddings, we'll be sitting there eating food on the table, right? And then suddenly there's like a light, a big bright light shone in your eyes. And you realize that the wedding cameraman with his big camera, this is like the 90s when I grew up, right? Is basically like looking at you. And when he's looking at you, his camera's on you, like suddenly you like start to get nervous and you start to change your behavior and all this kind of stuff. And this feeling happens to everyone when a camera's on them. So it's a very natural feeling. But the reason why it's on there is not because of the camera. It's not a piece of equipment. Like if I was alone, you know, during the day and I just saw this brush and I pointed it at me, it wouldn't have an effect on me. It's the notion that other people are going to see this, other people are going to judge me, other people are going to think about me a certain way that kind of rattles you, right? And so what I wanted to say is that one of the hardest things that people find is being natural on camera. Natural. And if you recorded videos like this, it would be fine. Okay? So the challenge, and this is what I want you to get good at, is being yourself once the camera's switched on. And staying yourself, right? And so one of the ways you can do that, by the way, is you can switch the camera on before. So rather than going, okay, I'm going to record, I'm ready to record, switch the camera on, and then you're like, oh my God, I got the fear of the camera. You could do things like, you could do like rituals, do du'as, do all these things beforehand. Then you could switch the camera on, let it just record and run. So it's just running, you know, you might be fixing your hijab, you might just be like getting ready, and it's just recording. And then you just talk to it. And when you're talking, I want you to imagine one person that you're talking to. Okay, so just think about one person. Maybe you know someone in your life who once asked you about social work. Like sometimes when I'm writing emails or doing this stuff, I will think about someone in my team that I know. Or I'll think about some person like one of you guys, one of the students. And I'll be like, right, I'm going to talk to this one person. Okay, so you do your du'as, do your rituals, get ready, press record, let a minute or two go. It's fine, you get comfortable. And then think of that person and then speak to them like you're speaking to one person.